Hi everyone, welcome to the Precious and Base Metallist on the Nausicat channel. I am Nausicat, and what you see before you is a graph of palladium. That's right, this is all about a spotlight on gold and silver, and you guys know my stances on it, and you guys know my investments in it. But you know what, I wanted to give the other precious metals some love. And so this episode is all about palladium. And so I wanted to show you guys this. Let's take a look at this article here. I'm going to take you back a bit. Okay, this article is bearishnews.com. Okay, and this is looking at palladium as an investment. So 2 years ago, they were sitting there thinking, what about palladium? And as you can see here, this is June 13th, 2009. And let me just focus here. At that time, it was currently trading for $250 an ounce. Okay, so $250 an ounce, and 2 years ago, you're thinking, I don't know about that. And so, what is it used for? And they highlight this in the article. And the biggest thing is the catalytic converter. And now what's a catalytic converter? It's a car part. Basically, what it does, it cleans out the automotive exhaust. Okay, and also it's starting to become, it's growing popular in jewelry as well. So it's starting to become some jewelry, accessories, things like that. Okay, and last but not least, I wanted to take a look at this area of the article. It's talking about the Russian stockpiles. It's basically saying that Russia is not opening the books and showing the world how much supply they have in terms of palladium. Now, they're still speculating, do they have a lot, do they not have a lot? But they know that Russia's stockpile is high. So, of course, if you're sitting there thinking, if the supply is high and the demand is not as high, then guess what? The prices will be driven down. And that's why it is at $250 an ounce at that time. So now, let us move forward and see how much it is now. Here is kitco.com. Okay. And let's take a look at the precious metals here. Okay, so as of right now, palladium is at $563 per ounce. Wow. Who would have thought that, right? So, I'm sitting here wondering now, is it good to invest in palladium? From 250 to 563, so it almost doubled in the past 2 years. Okay? So, I wanted to show you one more article here. That's not it. This is the silverdollarprices.org. And let me just show you, this article was actually last month's, okay, October 20th. Now, again, it's highlighting investing in palladium, what it's used for, and I also wanted to show you this paragraph right here. It says right here, also accounting for the rise in the price of palladium, there's been recent rumors, okay, that the supply of palladium in the world is rapidly being depleted. More than 80% of the world's supply is controlled by two countries, South Africa and Russia, which was already mentioned. Recent reports from Russia suggest that the stockpile in that country has been severely depleted. And because as much as 10% of the yearly consumption of palladium comes from Russia, that means that we may soon see a rush for the remaining reserves. Alright? Think about that. If Russia doesn't have that much supply left, so again, the supply is low. Now, it doesn't talk about how much South Africa has. It talks about Russia, because Russia was the #1 player in palladium. Now, if their stockpiles are low, we can safely think that South Africa's stockpile is low. And so if we're going to go with that train of thought, so that if we're going to take the overall supply of palladium, which is low, And they start looking at investors who are trying to get out of the stock market, trying to find some type of haven or hedge for their investments, and they look into commodities, primarily in precious metals, primarily in palladium, so therefore the demand goes up. That is going to drive the prices high. Okay, and right here it says, let me point with it with my mouse, right here. Okay, some experts believe that the price could top $1,000 an ounce if conditions are right. Okay, so that's something to think about. So my question to you guys is, would you invest in palladium? Now, the way to invest in palladium is through palladium bullion, which is the rounds or the bars. Okay, in no way, shape, or form am I sitting there telling you guys to go out there, go underneath these big, huge SUVs, cut out the catalytic converters, and sell them. I am not saying that, okay? So please don't do that. And I don't know if that's considered Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if they consider the price of the metal in the catalytic converter, and I don't know how much it would be to make it Grand Theft Auto, but it's theft, okay? So guys, please don't do it. Please. Alright, don't say I didn't tell you. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you to do is, if you wanted to invest in this, you can invest in rounds or in bars. Okay? So would you invest in this? Now let's take a look at this. As a survivalist, I wouldn't, because I don't see palladium being a trade medium at all. Okay? And as a collector, I don't know. Maybe I might want to collect some palladium just to have the bars, you know, something different. As an investor, okay, now this whole piece is mostly targeting the investor. Would you buy it? Okay, so for me as an investor, I might dabble a little bit. I wouldn't buy 1 ounce rounds because that's $563. I might go with smaller ones, like maybe a gram, 2 grams, maybe 5 grams. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a fourth of an ounce? I don't know. I don't know if they make it that small, but I think they do make them in grams. So I might go with that just to have. Because again, if it starts to skyrocket, if for the next 2-3 years again, it's going to hit $1,000, you know, I can just cash that in. Okay? And I can still wait for gold and silver to go up. Or if I'm hoarding copper pennies and nickel, I'll still wait for maybe the laws to change so I can melt them. So while I'm waiting, palladium could be an interesting investment for me as an investor. Because as it starts going up, I can already sell that, you know, maybe even buy more gold and silver, or I can, who knows, buy stuff I need. So guys, please put your comments and any questions that you have about palladium down in the comments section below. And guys, thank you so much for watching the Precious and Base Metalist on the Nausicaa channel. I am Nausicaa. Guys, you know, I really want you to rethink about your investment philosophies, and I'm taking us outside of the box. Everyone thinks it's gold and silver, gold and silver. But you know what? Platinum, palladium, and I don't know about rhodium, but those are precious metals too. So hopefully this video has taken you outside of the box, let you guys think about it even more. So there you have it. All right, you guys take care.
You see, they call me a star, but that's not what I am.